we go. There we go. I believe we're live. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Valerie Hoganson. Emily had asked me to come on. I was so honored and thrilled when she asked me to come on here and just share some insights that I have with you guys in this group. I'm just really excited to be here. This topic today that we're going to be going over is the 4 pillars you need to set your day up for success so that you can keep momentum in your business. I'm Valerie Hoganson. I am a business owner. My business is called Everything Holistic. I specialize in assisting business owners to totally self-heal so that they can increase their revenue, increase their performance in their business, and ultimately live a life full of fun, freedom, and beauty. That's what I'm all about. I'll just tell you a little bit about my background. I have a very unique, I'm sure we all have a unique story, and I encourage you too to share it. And let me know who's watching, by the way. I'm really excited to be amongst a bunch of holistic practitioners. You guys just amaze me with all the different modalities you have and the healing that you bring to the world just by being yourself. It's just being a part of this has been huge and transformational in the shifts that I've experienced over the past, oh gosh, maybe it's been 6 months now since I've joined this group. If you hear any banging and ruckus, I work from home and I have roofers here, which is a cool thing. They're putting a beautiful new roof on my home here in southern Indiana. You guys check out by the way, check out this view that I get to have. This is my chicken coop back there. There's my sweet abode. Okay, without any further ado, let me just move right into this. I'm really passionate. First, I want to just say I'm really passionate about these 4 pillars because as a business owner myself, I really struggled in my business when I went full-time. I started actually, I moved here to southern Indiana back in 2014 to take up my dream career. I went to school, I went to college. I have a 4-year degree from the University of Wisconsin-Madison, as well as River Falls in animal science, food science, and crop science. And I have a management emphasis in poultry science. So I got a job down here in southern Indiana working at a large-scale chicken farm, eggs. Most likely, if you've eaten an egg, it's actually came from my farm, whether you live anywhere throughout the United States. Even parts of Mexico and Canada do get some of the eggs where I worked at. They are the 2nd largest in the United States, like I said. So they sold eggs to Kraft, to McDonald's, restaurants, grocery stores like Kroger, Walmart. And I transitioned from loving poultry. I mean, I still do. But I just seen that there was this need for wellness and health for our agriculture community. There's so many farmers, that, as well as myself included, that knew nothing, absolutely literally nothing about how to take care of our own body. I knew, and my farmer friends, my colleagues in River Falls and Madison knew all about how to feed a chicken, how to feed a cow, but they didn't realize that the very food that they were producing, they didn't realize how to create a balanced lifestyle with that. Like, I had no idea that food was a direct reflection to my own performance. Even when I was 22, 23 years old, I didn't know how to eat to fuel my body. I didn't even realize that food was like a contributing factor. I just ate a lot of pizza and just ate whatever I liked to eat. I drank alcohol and then wondered why I'd go to work feeling really, really low on energy, just depressed, not really. I remember laying in bed before work one day and just thinking, like, what in the world is this life? I'm 21 years old, and I just felt like no purpose, meaningless to the society, and just literally I lived for the parties, and there was like no mission in my life. But anyway, moving, I was willing to do whatever it took because I love chickens and I love the agriculture industry, and I love to be somebody who could go to bed at night knowing like, hey, I actually did something. I made a change in this world. I was willing to go to any lengths to learn how to heal this back pain. You know, I didn't want to just put painkillers on it. So my chiropractor introduced me to books like the China Study. I went vegan for a while. Dr. Joseph Mercola, Effortless Healing. I got into Reiki Healing, and I started doing yoga and studying chakras and our energy system, and started applying all of this to my own life. And it radically changed my energy levels, how I was showing up. I started, I went from being in this trainee management position to growing and moving up to nearly to executive level in my corporate job, because of how I took care of myself and put myself first. And then, just the fruits of my self-care were overflowing into how I was showing up into the world, into my career. And I realized my heart was pulling me towards teaching more people about Reiki, yoga, nutrition. And I started doing it part-time. After 5 years of working in my corporate job, about a year in there, I was teaching several yoga classes a week and starting to do Reiki healing. I was part of Isogenics, a network marketing company that offered pure supplements and organic products to help supplement and fuel the body. And I was checking the other day, I had recruited around 50 people in that organization. And I was like, okay, I believe I can. I had mentors, I had friends in my influence that were like showing me that I, in fact, could open my own business in holistic health. So in 2019, March 1st, I opened my business, Everything Holistic, and transitioning from somebody who was told what to do every day to business owner, where I was free. I was so free, but I started using food and was stress eating and overeating, and was struggling financially with my mindset. Like, can I really do this? And these are the 4 pillars that I found that helped me in my journey as a business owner. And I'm really just honored to be able to share these with you guys. Like I said, I specifically work with business owners. I'm so passionate. My parents were dairy farmers, so I definitely see the passion that business owners do have, because they're self-motivated. They're go-getters from within, and it's cool to be able to give them these tools. So there's 4 tools, 4 pillars. First one is sleep. The second one is water. Third, nutrition. And finally, exercise. In this order. This is a very important order. They're ordered for a reason like this. I'm a certified holistic nutrition coach through Macro Missionary. If you are considering getting certified in holistic nutrition coaching, I would highly recommend Jesse Dale and Macro Missionary. Those guys, so many resources, so much great training, and assistance for coaches like me to really help people get where they want to go, get that revenue, get that performance they want. So sleep, moving into sleep, the conversation of sleep. Of course, we all know that it's important. In my experience, when people get enough sleep, 7 to 8 hours, they burn more fat. Most people that come to me are coming to me overweight. They carry anywhere from 5 to 50, 60, 70 pounds of fat. And it's only when we're sleeping that fat actually burns off. It's through the breath. When we're breathing, that's when the fat loss is released. Very interesting. Studies show that when you are dreaming, you're in REM sleep, which is a deep sleep cycle, which is helping your brain to make better cognitive decisions. You're able to forgive yourself and be more compassionate and loving. So making sleep a priority is very game changer. It'll be game changer for your business and keeping the momentum in your business. Something that I find with myself and with clients that I work with is they are not sleeping because of things like their bedroom is a mess. They have clothes laying everywhere and they don't like being in their bedroom. Also, too, technology, it's everywhere. It's hands right there. Being on technology is very stimulating for the mind. and it makes it hard to move into REM sleep, let alone fall asleep anyways. I do offer Reiki Healing, which is very profound. People that come to me for Reiki Healing, whether it's remote or in person, tell me that they do sleep, and actually people do start dreaming if they haven't been. I had somebody tell me just this week that they start dreaming now, and they haven't dreamt in over 5 years. So Reiki is a powerful modality. Maybe you can find one near you, and if you feel called to come to me, I'm definitely open. Just send me a message. We can get you set up and get you some Reiki healing. It's amazing. Reiki healing is a Japanese healing modality that uses life force energy. So think of our universe. Like right now you're watching over a phone. You can hear the sound. You can't see sound. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all those things are energy. They, like, even when somebody walks in a room, you can tell, like, before they even speak a word, how they're feeling that day, right? So Reiki uses life force energy, the energy of source or God or spirit, which is this ultimate knowing energy, and sends it to the energy body of you, your chakras, your nadis, acupuncture lines. And it's just a very relaxing. It puts your body into a theta brain, rest and digest, and into brain theta waves that invoke and create healing to occur. Check it out. Go on YouTube and learn about Reiki if you haven't. So yes, a lot of times too is people have a hard time with getting enough sleep because they have a very inconsistent schedule. And there's a lot of freedom to be had in a healthy daily routine, you know, getting into your mindset like, hey, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get to bed by such and such hour. Telling your family, your friends around you, hey, you know, we're winding down for bedtime. Like, set yourself up for success when it comes to sleep. This will definitely, I challenge you tonight just to get, if you're not getting 7 to 8 hours, to try to at least get 30 more minutes than you did yesterday. And eventually, over time, get up to 7 to 8 hours. I wouldn't recommend actually just going from like 5 hours a night to trying to get 8 tonight. Slowly build up. Slowly build up to that over time, adding about 30 minutes per week. You know, say you were getting 5 hours a night average, or sometimes people actually bounce around. Like one day it'll be 3, the next day it'll be 10, the next day it'll be 4, the next day it'll be 12. Like if you can gradually, steadily increase, like, so if you're averaging 5.5 hours, so this week try to get 6 every single night, and then next week go up to 6.5, and so on and so forth until you get up to 7 to 8. Just like anything in life, your body takes some time to adapt and adjust. So making sleep a top priority, you guys. So game changer. Who here feels like, let us know in the comments if you have started to get enough sleep and have noticed a difference. Have noticed it directly impact your business performance, your leadership abilities, or the exact revenue. Like, have you noticed when you get enough sleep that you're showing up and the bank account is showing it too? I know for me, 100%. 100%. It's all about filling your own cup first, my friends. As you know, you deserve it. Sometimes worthiness and, you know, just lack of knowledge is what keeps us from getting enough sleep. And you're worth it. I'll tell you right now, you do deserve it. Something that we go into a lot in my programs is worthiness. And through meditation and through yogic practices. So the second pillar is water. So you just saw me drinking this big old gallon jug. I've been drinking 1 gallon of water, literally, you guys, every single day since October 2019. I committed to it. I learned, like, hey, you know, water is foundational for me. Once I started drinking enough water, my skin started to clear up. I gained more energy. My brain started to work more clearly. And it also improved my energy. If I felt like I was in a slump throughout the day, just taking a big drink from my jug would improve my energy like within minutes for sure. A hack. Here's a hack. Write this one down. Get you a straw. Me and my friends that are into the health and wellness really have noticed a big difference getting in water because of the jug having a straw. So much easier to drink this much water. How much water, you're asking? How much water, Valerie? 5 clear urinations is what we recommend at Macro Missionary, as well as, you know, just being hydrated with electrolytes. So adding lemon, adding some good, clean, pure, sugar-free electrolytes is definitely where a lot of people lack energy, simply because their electrolytes are imbalanced. And a lot of times, too, people experience joint soreness and fatigue because of lack of water and electrolytes. So why water? A little more science. It distributes the nutrients to your cells. If you're dehydrated, you can't get all that beautiful nourishment from your meals to where it needs to go if you're dehydrated. It removes waste and toxin through the urine. That's why we say 5 clear urinations. It helps regulate your body temperature. So sometimes people, you know, feel cold hands and feet, another sign of dehydration. It's essential for metabolism, and is also a shock absorber. Sometimes runners talk about joint soreness, and it's another sign of dehydration. So that is it on water. If you guys have any questions that come up, let me know. Let me know. For sure, ask. I'd be happy to facilitate and entertain any questions. The third pillar. Get excited about this. This is so game changer. Once you've established good sleep, enough hydration, you can start to look at nutrition. Something that I was actually a little bit confused about when I went through my journey since 2014 to getting more energy, like I said, when I was working at the chicken farm, the egg farm, was calories. I was confused about macros and macro breakdowns like protein, carbs, and fats, and calories. I didn't understand much about that, and there was some misinformation that I had gotten that I could eat as much as I want as long as it's plant-based or healthy food. It didn't really matter. But yet I consistently yo-yoed up and down with my weight. I didn't have like a structure and a system that I really felt consistently good on that was sustainable. I went vegan, I went vegetarian, keto, paleo, I did all the things. But here is some information that gave me a lot of insight and clarity that I'm sharing with you today about nutrition. Is calories. What in the heck is a calorie? There's 2 types of calories. There's a capital C calorie, and there's also a lowercase c calorie. The one that we're looking at is food calories, so lowercase c. It is 1 calorie is basically, here, let me just say it like this. A calorie is the amount of energy needed to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water 1 degree. It's a measurement of energy. 1 calorie raises water 1 degree. Okay, cool. We got that. So here's some examples just to like help your mind understand and see this. 5 pounds of spaghetti. Just see, you know, you got a plate of spaghetti, pasta from the grocery store. You bought it, boiled it, you put some sauce, meatballs, spaghetti, voila. Bada bing, bada boom, I'm Italian, you know. Spaghetti. It has enough calories to brew a cup of coffee. Cool. 1 piece of cheesecake. Who doesn't love cheesecake? I mean, come on now. I love it. I love a good piece of cheesecake. Is enough calories to power a 60-watt light bulb for 1.5 hours. Who's following me? Who's following me? Let me know in the comments. Okay, and then this one, I love it. I had to reread this in my manual because I'm like, really? Is this? It was 217 Big Macs. You know Big Macs. They're from McDonald's, I believe, right? Yeah, McDonald's. I don't eat fast food really anymore. I don't love fast food. But 217 Big Macs powers or has enough energy, has calories that can drive a car 88 miles. Fair enough, right? Interesting. Very fascinating. So, I, as a coach, teach my clients, and I've learned myself, that calories are calories. 1 calorie equals 1 calorie. 1 inch equals 1 inch. There's no differentiation. It's, if you say there's a good calorie and a bad calorie, that means you're saying 1 mile is good and another mile is not good. It doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up. Or it would be like saying not all inches are the same. It's like saying 1 inch is this long and 1 inch is an inch. It's not so. 1 calorie is a calorie. They're not good or bad. They're just a unit of measure. It's the unit of raising the temperature of 1 gram of water 1 degree. So, I coach my clients based off of their lifestyle. And there is no good calories. There is no bad calories. There is only calories. Just like our life, right? Like when we judge ourselves, we're saying that some part of ourselves is bad or some part of us is good. It's not so. It's just this is what happened, cause and effect. If I cut my arm off, I'm not going to have an arm. You could say that's bad, but heck, there's some people that changed their lives and learned from that and have helped others with 1 arm. You can't say good or bad. If you pull up on the scale, if you look at life from a higher perspective, you see that everything is happening on this earth for a reason, and it's up to our own self to just see the cause and effect of things. And finally, the 4th pillar. So just let's do a little recap. So the first one that we have is sleep. Sleep/rest. The second is our water. Good old H2O, 5 clear urinations a day. Third is our nutrition, the calories that we're consuming. And finally, exercise. Exercise gets to go last. You get to earn your exercise. If you work with me, you'll find that you earn exercise. Did you get enough sleep? Did you get enough water? Did you get the proper balanced nutrition? Okay, now you can exercise. You get to earn your workouts. If you're going to the gym but only have 4 hours of sleep, you're stepping over a $100 bill to pick up a $1 bill. It's not worth it. I've had clients that told me about how they exercise every morning, but then I'm like seeing that they sleep around 5 hours, and I'm like, let's just get enough sleep. How about let's focus on that sleep? Because they're not burning fat. They're not burning the fat because they're not getting enough sleep. They're going to the gym because, oh, the gym is going to help me lose fat. And they don't even like going to the gym because they're tired, they're exhausted. So we bring it back to water, sleep, nutrition, then you get to exercise. Now, I'm not saying that I don't want you to go for a walk. I'm not saying don't exercise. I'm not saying stay in your seat all day and don't do anything. In fact, a lot of the business owners I do work with are active. They're farmers. I tend to work with farmers and people in agriculture, construction, that are active throughout their day. If that is the case, I look at specifically where they're at. There's studies and extensive research that shows if somebody wants to lose weight and they're doing those 3 other pillars, that resistance training is the most beneficial for overall health and wellness. It builds muscle, it builds strength. When the nutrition is right, your body's going to naturally want to exercise. I had a client recently just tell me, Valerie, I don't want to exercise. Like, I don't love working out. Like, I'm on a farm. I have a kid. I'm very busy. Like, please don't make me exercise. And I said, let's focus on nutrition. We did that, and she's telling me 2 weeks later, I just got done running 2 miles. Did I tell her to exercise? No, but her body naturally wanted to do something. That's the thing about this, you guys, is once we start taking care of ourselves, we start to get this energy. And how are we going to channel it? What are we going to do with it? Are we going to use this energy to sabotage our success? To play small? To make bad choices? Get into a relationship and, go out and party, or, get into a toxic relationship? Or are we going to use it to change lives of other people? Are we going to use it to start taking up new things? Dance, resistance training, going hiking, exploring the world. What are you going to do with this? What are you going to do with this energy that you get? It's very important that you have a plan and a goal in place. That's what we work on in my program. I have a program called Limitless. I offer the very, very things that it will take to give you improved revenue and performance that you've probably never dreamed of. I've had people come to me and, large-scale businesses that employ large amounts of people. I had those owners come to me or tell other people in the community, hey, this program has changed my life. It's changed my business. It's taken me to new places that I've never been able to get before. The things that I look at when going into this program with clients is, what is their why? Why more prep? Why, I don't just want somebody to implement these habits and do, and, set some goals, but like truly, what is your mission here? What's the bigger reason for you to just, it's not about how many miles can you run or how close can you hit your macros, or, at the end of the day, it's really about my clients going to bed at night knowing that they are doing the very best they can and that they are working every day towards a bigger goal, a bigger mission in this life. That they're showing up the best they can so that it positively impacts their family, their community, their business, their culture, their legacy, right? This is good stuff. So I look at where they're at, their current lifestyle, what food preferences they do have, so that this program can be sustainable for them. I'm not interested in them knowing all about macronutrients. I'm not interested in them knowing about how to set goals and just keep it in their mind. I really, really look at how they can implement it into their life, into their actual life, into your actual life. Using things like habit creating, habit stacking. I also really love teaching people how to move from I want to I am statements. So I want to have more performance. I am performing better is the new identity that they move into. So just to recap again, the 4 pillars for starting out with good sleep, good rest. This also includes, I didn't really talk about this with my time at the beginning, but it also includes rest throughout the day. Taking time to meditate, to sit, to be quiet. A lot of the business owners I work with have come to me with really struggling to take time to rest. They use food, they use alcohol, they use codependent, people-pleasing tendencies to rest, when they could just take some time throughout their day to just rest, and then the rest is enough. So learning how to meditate too is something that we do in the program Limitless that I offer. And the second pillar is the water, that H2O. Third is our nutrition. What are we fueling with? How much are we fueling with? The macronutrient breakdown. Learning how to eat so that you have more energy to improve the revenue, to improve the performance. And finally, exercise. Implementing exercise will definitely keep your business in momentum. And even in a year such as 2021, when times are changing, you're an unwreckable, unshakable force, my friends. You can do whatever you put your mind to. And these are just a few tools that can help you and can help your body so that you can perform in the way that you know that you're capable of. Thank you, Emily, so much for giving me this opportunity to share. I appreciate this whole community and what you guys are doing for your communities and your legacies that you're leaving behind. Give yourself a big hug. Give yourself a big congratulations if you made it to the end of this video and stuck through it. If you're actually still watching it, it's not by accident. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. I'd love to, actually, I offer this often, is I do strategy calls. So if you want to do a strategy call with me, just bounce some ideas around, see if I can help you out in any way, that I would love to do that. No obligation of signing up or anything like that. I just love to meet people. And if you feel like the energy is right, if you feel like we're a good fit, then we can talk about options that I can offer you as well. Have a great rest of your Wellness Wednesday, you guys. Namaste.